I love this city. Do you know why? Do you know why I love this city? Because it's full of wonderful nutters. Look at you. I was walking down Park Street the other day. A 60-year-old woman came up to me and honestly went, "Oh my God. Are you Russell Howard off the telly?" Yeah. She honestly looked at me and went, "I tell you what, if I was 30 years younger, I'd fucking ruin you." It was the most charming rape threat you've ever had in your life. It's like 30 years ago, I'd have been 3, you freaky. The city is full of brilliant people. There was a poster, did you see it? A prostate cancer poster that said, "This year, thousands of men will die from stubbornness." And somebody had written underneath, "No, we won't." The most childish place in this city of ours is Bristol Airport. Now, most airports, quite tense places, not in Bristol. I overheard this on a tannoy. I'm not making this up. "Can Desiree McDougal come to the information desk? Desiree McDougal." And another voice went, "That's a bit of a mouthful." And the original voice went, "That's what she said." And they laughed out loud at their joke in front of the entire airport for 30 seconds until they realised that they'd obviously left the tannoid on. Because you just heard a voice go, "Oh no, not again." It's good to have a laugh at an airport as well. Stressful places. Heathrow can fuck off. Do you know why? Because they've got rid of passports now. It's eye recognition. All you've got to do is look straight ahead and through you go. I'm sure you lot can do that. If like, don't you laugh! If you've got a lazy eye, that's 20 long minutes. It's made even harder when you can hear your mum to the right of you going, "Look at this fucking idiot. He can't even look straight. Is Russell Howard off the telly? Come and have a look. Come and have a look." I love it. If I were you, mate, I'd anally search him. If you get your finger up there far enough, his eyes might go in the right direction. People applauding the idea. Yeah, fisting good. Thank you, sir. There's been so many bizarre moments on this tour. I was in Ireland. This was the maddest, right? I was in Ireland, I was lost, I was looking for my hotel, I was round the back of a nightclub and I happened upon a scene. This is a scene, right? There was a young lady giving a man a blowjob. And she interrupted the blowjob to say hello to me. Hello! Right. What do you do in that situation? I panicked. I've no idea why I said this, but I did. I honestly went, "Are you having a good night?" I've never got more English in my life. "Having a good night, are we? Pip, pip, don't talk with your mouth full." And then I asked them for directions. Why? Do you know where the Marriott is? I kid you not. This bloke honestly went, "It's fucking that way." He used his dick like a fleshy sat-nav. You go right, you go left, there's a tricky roundabout, and then you've reached your destination. I tend to drift into weird moments like that. Like, here's a question. Has anyone in this room ever taken their laptop to be fixed? Did you hear that deafening silence? Burn it, Russ. Smash it with a hammer. Get rid of the secret. It's terrifying. Holding onto your laptop. Suddenly, as you walk into the shop, all the ghosts of porn past spill out of the laptop. It's like carrying a hostage through a border. Like any second, the laptop is just going to go, help! I've seen so many things! Kill me! Why do men hoard porn on laptops? Why? And phones as well. Every man in this room has taken a picture of his dick on his phone. Don't act like you haven't. You've taken it low, squeezed it at the base so it looks massive. Put a mini pack of cereal there. Is that a full-size pack? Yeah, baby. We've all mocked her. But you can tell the blokes that have got rude pictures on their phone, because they'll go, all right, do you want to see a picture of my dog? And you'll go, yeah, give us the phone. And they'll go, no! I'll hold it. I'll hold my phone in a vice-like grip. Don't swipe left. Don't swipe left, Mum. There's going to be a whole generation of men whose dying words are, restore factory settings. It's terrifying. This honestly happened. I'm holding onto my laptop, and does your brain ever mess with you for no reason? You know? You might be near a bridge, and your brain goes, what if you jump in? Wasn't planning on it. Eating Weetabix in the morning. What if you put your dog in the microwave? It'd be a nightmare if you beheaded your mum. Imagine how upset everybody would be. This is what happened to me. Holding onto my laptop, before I handed it in, my brain honestly went, stop! What if you're a paedophile, right? I'm not! Calm down! That isn't the big reveal. Look at you lot. Yet another BBC story. Fucking knew it. But I genuinely had this thought in my head going, what if I am a paedophile? And I'm not. Of course I'm not. I couldn't even bone a hobbit. And yet, I got so scared. I honestly found myself thinking, what if my little brother, in the dead of night, has gone onto my laptop, gone on Google and just put little kids' dicks, search. Because I've done that to him. Do you know why? Because last year he put me on Grindr. So let's call that 1-0. Well, that was good. People over there are aware of Grindr, my friends. Some people at home. Grindr is an app for promiscuous gay men. 2 weeks I was on there. Also, how hard caused quite a kerfuffle. I love a good prank. I love them. Oh, I'm so I can't help it. Right, last year, I recommend you do this, right? We stole my mum's phone and we changed every number in that phone to a famous person. It could not have gone better. I pocket dialed my mum on Christmas morning. I swear to God, she looks at her phone and she went, hello, Barack? My mum genuinely believed that Barack Obama, the leader of the free world, had called a tiny lady who lives in Bath. Hello, Barack! He's hung up, Russ. He's fucking hung up. Oh no, he's laughing now, he's laughing. He laughs like you, Russ. He laughs like you. I'll never tire of teasing my mum. I know it's pathetic. I know I should have grown up. But I bet there's a few people like me who still get excited when we go home and you see your mum's shopping list on the kitchen table. And you finally still go, I'll add a few things to mother's list. Heroin. Nothing makes me happier than the image of my mum confused in Tesco. Got my milk. Got my potatoes. What's that say? A purple gimp mask. A big pot of lube for my fuck parties. We hit the jackpot one year. She asked the bloke in Tesco whether they sold crystal meth because she couldn't remember whether she'd put it on the list or not.
Hello, love, you got any crystal meth? Yeah, I need a fucking shitload of crystal meth. You ask the manager, I'm gonna mingle.
We got a lady in aisle 3 looking for crystal meth.
It's me! It's me! Oh, my phone's ringing. Hello? Beyonce? Fucking stop it!
It's not just me. My brother maintains the happiest moment of his life was the day that he was in B&Q with Mum and she asked the man whether they sold butt plugs. He was 30 years old when that happened. He rang me up. He was so delirious with joy, he could not talk. Like, honestly, I got a phone call. My brother's like, I can hear my mum in the background.
What size butt plug do I need, Daniel? Is it gonna fill a particularly gaping hole?
And we're all laughing because we all have done similar things. We're a brilliantly daft nation, aren't we? I think we proved that when David Cameron joined Twitter. Do you remember that? Do you remember the first thing he said to us? First tweet, Britain, ask me anything. What was the first question that we put to him? Dear David, do you think Monster Munch are smaller than they used to be? He was bombarded with the most pointless questions. Which MP would you vajazzle and why? Would you rather fight a duck-sized horse or a horse-sized duck? Do you think when people have sex with Deborah Meaden, they finish by going, I'm out? We're weird. We're all odd. We do things that don't make any sense. I bet you're the same as me. If you're eating in a Chinese restaurant and you see a Chinese person eating, you get very excited. If they're eating here, that means we're in a very good establishment. I don't do that with any other restaurant. In a chip shop, look, fat cunts, we'll do well here. They're eating from a bin. We feast tonight. You don't realise how weird you are and how British you are until you leave this land of ours. I was in America recently and a bloke in a pub dropped his pint. I was the only man in that room that cheered. Hey! No! Why is that man laughing? That poor man's got beer in his chest. He could be hurt. Why is no one laughing? That man's got beer on his chest. He could be hurt. You ever tried to explain the concept of a lollipop man to Americans? Oh, it's only until you say it out loud you realise how fucking mad it is. Yes, when we need to get a child across a busy road near a school, we give an old man a giant lollipop. Why? I don't know. Do you pay him well? Absolutely not. We simply accuse that kind old man of being a paedophile. It's the British way. Don't get like that. Everyone did at school. You remember, don't go near the lollipop man. Seriously, Stephen, he puts the lollipop up your ass. It's very different doing gigs over there, you know, because they're so polite. Like, I can barely get through this gig without people heckling. It's fucking brilliant. I've had every heckle you can imagine in England. Fuck off your shit. Taxi for the comedian. I'm gonna kill you. I once had a lady in Huddersfield throw a dildo at my face. How little faith do you have to have in a comedy night to bring a dildo? That
got me wallet, got me keys, fucking nearly forgot me dildo, Dave. Jesus Christ.
Sat about like that.
If he's having a howler, I'll tickle me growler.
They got a very different sense of humour to us as well, the Americans. I was at a gig in Washington and a man went, "Do you admire Churchill?" And I went, "Oh, yes." You have never heard silence like it. Why is that man pretending to be a dog? I think you can sum up the differences between us and them through the TV show Man vs. Food. I'm not sure if you've ever seen that show. Few of you have. If you haven't, basically, a tubby American gets dead animals and rams them in his face as quickly and as often as possible. And fat Yanks waddle up to him and they cheer him on. I would kill to have that programme over here. Can you imagine Man vs. Food set in Bristol? Just...
Oh, you fat fuck, you've had enough? It's called Little Chef, not Tubby Bastard.
Also, I was in America for a while. They get very excited about magic. Every time I've seen an American showing a magic trick by David Blaine, it's always the same. He goes, "Is this your card?" Every one of them gets so excited by the trick, they're like... They do a little run. We don't get quite so giddy, do we? Do you remember when David Blaine came to England? He hovered in a box for 40 days. He vowed not to eat a thing. He was testing his body to the limits it could go to. And what did we do? We threw eggs at him. One man got a full English breakfast, attached it to a mini helicopter and flew it around him. You like that, wouldn't you? Can you feel that? Can you feel the pride in the room?
That bloke should be knighted.
I love moments like that. The West Country, full of moments like that. Glastonbury Festival last year, not sure if you've been. I went with a friend of mine who is a dwarf. I'm not sure if you've ever been with a dwarf whilst you're surrounded by people on drugs. That is quite an experience. This bloke was on acid, on mushrooms. He came up to my mate and was just like... "What happened to you?" Oh, get ready. Listen to my mate's response. My mate is an evil genius. My mate looked at this poor man and went, "I angered a wizard." The look of fear. This bloke was like, "Fuck! Gandalf's gone back!" I couldn't do drugs. I like the idea of it. I'm just too scared. I'm sort of scared about most stuff. I'm scared of the dark. This happened on tour. Scared of the dark. My car ran out of petrol. It was 2 a.m. I had to make my way to a petrol station. I was so scared, I picked up a stick to protect myself against the bad men. I'm literally walking on it. No word of a lie. 20 minutes later, a police car came by because they'd heard a report there was a blind man walking along the motorway. It's weird what frightens you, don't you find? We've all got strange fears. Like, I can't have a poo in public without running a tap. It's weird for fear that a stranger will hear the noise that my poo makes. What am I afraid of? I'll be there going... Is there really going to be a problem? Just the man... Help! Cubicle 3! There's a fucking man in there drowning a chihuahua! And I thought I was alone. I thought I was the only person that had this fear of people listening to my thuddage. But a lot of people hate it. My friend is unbelievably camp and has a way to help everyone, and you will love it. This is it, right? He told me that, Ruth, what I'll do, I'll press the hand dryer to create noise, just in case somebody's in the cubicle, they're having a poo and they're in peril. And I said, how lovely are you? Oh, you're like a really sweet poo fairy. Now, there's many things you don't want to call a game. Poo fairy! Right at the top. Fear is a really interesting thing. We all have odd fears. Like the scariest thing that happened to me last year, I had my first ever Twitter troll. This bloke sent me a message that said, I'm gonna rape you, I'm gonna murder you, and I'm gonna bury you. Goodness. Sounds like quite the afternoon. Do you know what made it especially chilling? He'd spelled bury, B-E-R-R-Y. Well, I appear to have had a death threat from Ribena. I was nearly scared. You know, one of those moments you're like, oh dear, it's a shame. My mum's a slug. It was from the English Defence League, the EDL. Now, you probably know who they are. You seem like an intelligent bunch. They're essentially sort of far-right football hooligan fuck-knuckles. I did a joke about them on telly. I said they're the kind of blokes that were so racist they'd probably chase their own shadow and start a fight with it. And goodness me, they were miffed. If you're not familiar, essentially they're very different from Ribena. It's probably the easiest way. Ribena, very fond of blackberries. English Defence League, not so keen. Fucking coming over here, quenching our thirst. I only drink Tipex. That's the moron you're dealing with. The kind of blokes that got St. George there and a St. George hat and they walk around going fucking England till I die with a kebab in their hand and a beer made in France. England till I die! It makes no sense. The oddest thing about it is that they love St. George, but they hate foreigners, which is fascinating. Because if you paid attention at school, you'll know that St. George was born in Palestine, which makes him a foreigner. And I pointed this out to this fucksack who came to my gig, and this was his comeback. Yeah, but he killed a dragon. What kind of logic is that? I fucking hate foreigners unless they kill mythological beasts. Fucking Somali twat, it's cool, Dave. He headbutted a unicorn, he's alright. The English defence. What England are they defending? Essentially what they're saying is, I want it to be like it was when I was little. And you're like, what? A 3-day week and the telly full of pedos? The world is much better now. Every day, a different pedo from the 70s rears his head up. Savile, Harris, how long before we see Pudsey the Bear on the front page of the Sun?
Terry Wogan used to fuck me in the eye.
Probably find home video footage of David Attenborough teabagging a seal. I always hated these arseholes, and they need to learn. There's so much right-wing nonsense in this country. It's like Nigel Farage, the leader of UKIP. I reckon he just sits in his house thinking, what lies can I invent that will appear on the front page of the Daily Express so that a lady in Windsor will go, ah!
Have you seen this, Miriam? It says here, if Romanians come to this country, they're going to cancel Downton Abbey. gypsy nipples!
I'm gonna rape you, I'm gonna murder you, I'm gonna bury you. Why do you want to rape something you hate? Seems such a weird thing to do. There's loads of things I hate. I wouldn't rape them. I don't like self-service checkouts in Tesco. Not once have I felt the urge. Oh, my trousers, gonna make some changes around here. You can have a word with the manager. No, I'm gonna fuck that checkout. Come here. There you go. I'll give you an unexpected item in the baggage area. I'm not even convinced I could get hard, truth be told. Would there be a sadder sight than a man desperately trying to molest the checkout, just gone all soft? Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Somebody say something sexy. Not every little helps. So I'll just tap it. There you go. No, I'm not collecting vouchers for schools. Jesus. Gonna rape you, I'm gonna murder you, I'm gonna bury you. What if they enjoy it? What if when they sink deep into my sweet peachy arse, they realise the error of their ways? Hey, what if my arse has the power to cure racism? It is a long shot, but how funny would that moment be? I'm going to enjoy this, Dave. I've been such a fool. I've been judging people by the colour of their skin. I realise now that is the absolute height of naivety. This is weirder for me than it is for you, but I wish, honestly, if you'd have seen your eyes then going, what the fuck's going on?
He's shagging an imaginary version of himself. This is the creepy shit, Dave.
Just a lady from Huddersfield at the back.
Now we're talking.
What would you do, though, if you had a death threat? What would you do? I was terrified. I went to my family. That's what I do, times a woe. Their response was amazing. My dad was excited. I was like, Dad, these racists want to get me. Dad was like, get down the gym. Bulk up. Learn karate. They want to bring it. Let's have a fucking dust down. My brother's advice, if they do rape you, why not put on a Jamaican accent? It'll really annoy them. So... don't applaud. What kind of advice is that? Just me there going, wagwan. Fucking put some reggae sauce on it. Applauding that. My mum's was the loveliest. Oh, it was amazing. She's like,
Russell, if you're pissing people like the English Defence League off, you know you're doing a good thing. And I know you're down. Heaven knows I know that. But when I get down, do you know what I do? I just think about a T-Rex making a bed. I love it. I love it. It cheers me up every time. Hello, Benjamin Netanyahu.
She's got such a wonderful brain, my mum. I told her, I did a gig in Oslo recently. I told her, I was like, Mum, doing a gig in Oslo. And she looked at me and went, ooh,
In English?
probably. How long have we known each other, Mum? You would have thought once I would have let slip I knew rudimentary Norwegian. Also, why would a T-Rex have a bed? Can't speak a foreign language. I'm the same as you lot. We're English. We're crap. You go on holiday, you just point at stuff. Chips. Chips, man. Can't speak a foreign language. Actually, tell a lie. I know 3 words in Welsh. That's about it. Oh, wow. Have we got a Welsh speaker in? Oh, hang on a minute. You in there? No, I don't know. That's where I'm from. I wanted to join in, that's all. Do you speak any Welsh language?
I'm down here.
Okay, I've got a lazy eye. I'm trying my best. There, gotcha. Curse these damn bastards. Do you speak the Welsh language?
Yeah.
Lovely. It's the best language in the world. I wish I knew more. The three I know, I love. These are all genuinely true Welsh words. Number one, iron, smoothie. Number two, jellyfish, wibbly wobbly. This is my favourite, microwave, pop-tea-ping. Yes, people in the room knew it. Pop-tea-ping, it's an actual world. Who doesn't want to live in a world like that? Hello, is that 999? You couldn't send a Nina, could you? Yeah, I've had a smash in my brum. Pop-tea-ping? Imagine some poor kid working, an English kid working in a kitchen in Caerphilly. Put it in the pop-tea-ping, you fuckwit. What do you mean, where is it? It's next to the bubbly drinky. Why the jumpy bread? Come on! Fucking wibbly wobbly over here. It's amazing doing gigs in Wales. I was in Cardiff recently and I said, what's the best thing to do round here? And this bloke shouted out, visit Prosy Roundabout! We've got a roundabout full of prostitutes. Now, whenever you think you've got a tough job, you imagine that woman. Hello? Come on, check it out. Have a look. Who likes my fabulous vagina? Come on. Stop. Do you want a blowjob? They probably don't call it a blowjob. You probably call it a cocky slurp. Pop-tea-ping. Well done. Where was I? Oslo, that's where I was. I did a gig in Oslo. Do you know what freaked me out the most? Their menus. On their menus, deer and reindeer. That really freaked me out. And I spoke to this waiter. I was like, mate, what's the difference between deer and reindeer? And this is how little of a shit they gave. This bloke looked to him and went, one is Rudolph. The other is Bambi. You must decide who you love more. It was -14 when I was over there as well. Can you imagine that over here? -1 we can't deal with, can we? It's -1, get some salt. There is no salt, I die. -14. What was amazing, they didn't give a shit. I saw a man in shorts. I saw a bloke walking along. I saw trains running, planes running. They had a zoo that was open. You ever seen a lion at -14? Just sat there. What the fuck is this bullshit? What voice would he have? Come on. I am so cold. I'm Chilly Willy Woo. David Attenborough came to see me. I did not roar. Furthermore, it has come to my attention that in England they sell chocolate bars with my name on. And I have received none of the revenue. It's bullshit. Isn't it, Mr. Penguin?
Yes! They took my name too! And they mocked my stutter. Cunts.
what I love about the world? You never know when you're going to laugh out loud. My friend, this is the happiest I've been on this tour. My friend has taught his 2-year-old boy a joke, and this is it, right? You go up to the 2-year-old, you go, hey, what noise does a male tiger make? And the kid goes, rah. And you go, oh, it's the loveliest thing. And then you say, what noise does a lady tiger make? And the kid goes,
moan, 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 moan.
Can you feel that? There's men in the room going, that's worth having a kid just to teach him that joke. A belly laugh can arrive in the weirdest moment, you know? My favourite recently, my friend Mark works for a charity, right? This, it doesn't sound like the beginning of Comedy Gold, but trust me, unbelievable. My friend Mark works for a charity. He's quite a portly chap, and he's with a young boy who's 15 who has a thing called macrocephaly. Now, macrocephaly is to have a big head, and they're about to go abseiling down a cliff. It's a charity for kids who have a shitty life. He's giving them a fun day, right? And then suddenly, a stag do rocks up, and they start shouting and laughing at this kid. Like, look at his head, look, what's it, a hole of mirrors, mate? Absolute pricks of the highest order. And this kid is broken. He turns to my friend Mark and he's like, I can deal with it when kids laugh at me because they know I look different. But when adults do it, it breaks me. I don't need this. I only came here to come abseiling with you because you said it'd be fun. And it's not fun. It's awful. And my friend Mark went, well, you know, if it helps, people sometimes look at me and they sometimes laugh at me. And this kid went, yeah, but you're a fat cunt. Oh my God. Now, talking of moments of joy, hang on, I need to pat my ass down. Talking of moments of joy, my sister, this is the big news in the Howard household, my sister has had a kid. Thank you very much indeed. I didn't have anything to do with it. I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones. We don't have a Joffrey. But this is why I love my family. This was the text that I got from my sister's husband the day it happened. Russ, Kerry, that's my sister, is having contractions, so maybe the baby's on its way. We'll know in a couple of hours if it's full-on labour. Your mum is coming down. As in, she was on the train. She's not on ketamine. I sent him one back, amazing, keep me updated, to which he replied,
Okay, someone's looking at her fanny now.
Now what you need to know, my friends, I was in a devilish mood when I sent the following text. Get me a picture. I was being a bit naughty. To my amazement, he sent me one back. Are you being serious? I put in capital letters, deadly. 10 minutes later, he replied, she won't let me. I love my family. And now we have a little one. I'm worried though. I'm not to be trusted around kids. That sounded dodgy. I meant not that. I'm too much of a show-off. I can't help it. I'm a moron. Like this happened recently. I was at my mum's party. I was making a cup of tea. It was a pretty racy party. Anyone else want a tea? This is wild. Got any biscuits? Woo! I was making a cup of tea, and my 4-year-old cousin came out to me and was like,
What you doing?
I'm making a cup of tea. And I knew that I had an audience. So I looked in the kettle and went,
What is it? What's in the kettle?
I can't tell you. I can't trust you.
Please tell me what's in the kettle.
And I knew I had to. And I looked at him and went,
A dragon. I knew it.
every time I saw him at the party, I was like, oi. And he went. And I felt amazing. I thought, oh, I'm going to be a brilliant uncle. I'm like fucking Roald Dahl. Then a week later, I got a call from his mum saying, did I know why her son had tried to put his hand in a kettle? He's all right, don't worry. I was like, fuck, shit, is he okay? Oh, God, he didn't. Oh, thank Christ. He said I would know why he did it. A dragon. 34. Because I was bored. She made me apologise to him. That is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life. Why did you lie to me about the dragon? And what I should have done is, listen, I'm sorry, it's evil, I'm a silly man, I have a childish job, and I can never right this evil wrong. But I didn't. I looked at him and went, they've moved. Yeah! Where are they? They're in the wheelie bin. Yeah! What a dickhead. I felt really sorry for my sister when she was preggers because the papers are so terrifying. If you're a pregnant woman, the Daily Mail in particular, there was a story whilst my sister was pregnant that said, if pregnant women eat junk food, it will affect the intelligence of their child. Bollocks. What, there's broccoli inside the digestive system? Okay, fetus, listen up. There are 3 different types of rock. Sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous. Okay? Just a burger in the corner. I'm gonna be a poo. It's relentless, the Daily Mail. There was a story last week that honestly said, if kids kiss their nan or granddad, it may lead to them being sexually abused. Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? Did that ever happen to you?
See you later, Nan. Love you. Fucking hell, that's me down the docks. Jesus. Line on, sailors. They don't call me how hard for nothing.
They're accusing nans of being groomers. They offered advice. This is genuine advice. Apparently, little kids are meant to blow their nan and granddad a kiss and then they'll be safe. Now, I can't speak for you. If I blew my granddad a kiss, it would have been way fucking creepier.
See you later, granddad.
I don't ever want him coming round here again. Nasty little bastard blowing kisses at me. Blowing a kiss is the creepiest thing any man could do. There must have been a time when it meant something nice, you know? Society forbids me from touching you, but know this now. My heart beats for you like a runaway train. Doesn't mean that anymore, does it?
I'll be watching you when you sleep.
I get really annoyed with the Daily Mail. Do you remember that story last year about Ed Miliband's dead dad? Do you remember that? Big story.
Ed Miliband's dad wrote in a diary that he hated his country.
Aren't you appalled? And we all went, no! Everyone hates this country. It's what makes us British. You go to any gig in the land. What's it like around here? Shit. What's good to do later? Leave. We're all grumpy. All you need to hear is replacement bus service and you lose your mind. If you open a door for somebody and they don't thank you, every one of us is going, ah! The fuck's your game? I've opened the door, thank me, those are the fucking rules! I'm a very kind person! We're all grumpy as fuck, particularly in the morning. I've recently moved into a flat. There's some Americans who live underneath, as in the flat, not the floorboards. But I wish they did. They're so fucking noisy. This is what I hear every morning at 8 o'clock.
What do you want for breakfast, honey? Do you want some waffles? Would you like some cinnamon grahams? Can I get you some maple syrup? How about some bacon? Would you like some bacon, honey? Can you repeat the options, Mom?
And I'm laid in bed going, just give it poison. It's 8 in the morning, I've woken up with a boner, kill it with a stick. Every man in this room wakes up with a rod on and women do not understand how debilitating it is. It's like having a child with ADD thrust out of your guts. Every morning, what are we gonna do? We're not gonna do anything. We're gonna eat some Weetabix and then you're gonna shut the fuck up. If you behave yourself, I'll play with you later. And it's called Morning Glory. Why? There's nothing glorious about it. Every man in this room's had to waddle to the toilet with an erection like a fucking porn star with rickets. To try and have a wee with a boner. It's the lowest start to the day. Do you want a coffee? In a minute, love. I'm just gonna bend this monstrosity down. I've never seen that on a cereal advert. I've never seen Tony the Tiger slumped over the toilet. Fucking hell. I do not feel great. I listen to women laughing. Because you don't have to put up with that, do you? Your vaginas don't kick off. They're all sweet and lovely, tucked away, neat and tidy, like little hobbits' houses. You don't imagine if you had to put up with that. Excuse me! I'm terribly sorry, my vagina's kicking off. Finally, someone's noticed me! I'd like to be tickled if that's allowed! Obviously, it would never be that aggressive. I haven't thought that through. I imagine if a vagina could chat, you know, probably be quite sweet. Morning! Did you sleep well? Oh, the Great British Bake Off's on later. Love you. They're wonderful things, aren't they, Fanny? It's just all tucked away, lovely, just sweet and gentle, just living my life, not causing any harm, like a little creature on spring watch that just wants to be unbelievably sweet. That's why a Fanny fart is such a surprise. Because when you first hear that noise, that sonic boom, you think, well, I'm dead. She's dead. We're all gonna fucking die. It's like a butterfly suddenly going, I don't want to be a butterfly anymore. I want to be bright and blessed. You've never heard a noise like it in your life. It sounds like a walrus applauding as it falls downstairs. The point I'm trying to make. The Daily Mail shouldn't have a go at Ed Miliband's dad. Holy shit, that was a tangent. Sorry, that was a big deviation. That's why I've never been on Question Time. A talking vagina, yes. Look at that. The recession, never mind that, Dimbleby. Imagine a talking vag. It would be good though, wouldn't it? It'd be quite nice. Talking vagina. Look at you. It'd be lovely. But like a really posh bouncer.
You're not coming in dressed like that. Well, I'm sure they will let you in round the back.
But here, we've run a very different ship. One more.
Tell you what, if you can find the doorbell, I'll let you in. Ding dong, open sesame!
That'd be good, wouldn't it? The clitoris should make a doorbell noise. Then we all know where we are. Ding dong. You're happy. I'm happy. We're all happy. The dog's confused. The dog doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Is she coming or am I going? Ding dong. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That's all I want. I don't want novelty ringtones, so not weird. Fucking hell, Dad, shut the window. Anyway, Ed Miliband's dad. It just shows you, though, doesn't it? That's how do you know what I love most about that section? It's the mums that laugh the most. There's kids next to their mums going, what's so funny about a funny fart?
You'll find out soon enough, my lad. But that bit was for me. I fucking loved it. Mine sounds like a mogwai in a dishwasher. That's funny you should say that, Janet, because mine sounds like a hippo yodeling in yogurt.
Ed Miliband's dad hated this country. Shows you how boring politics is that was a scandal. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, Ed Miliband's dad said something we've all thought. Shit the bed. Imagine if they got hold of the diary of someone interesting, you know? I don't know, Silvio Berlusconi's relatives. At least that would be a good read. Dear diary, today I make a fuck with a goat. My accent is still unknown. Boris Johnson's relatives, that would be amazing.
May the 3rd, 1876. Painted my balls orange and hid them in a bowl full of satsumas. Ed Miliband's dad hated this country.
It's ridiculous. You can't judge people by their family's behaviour. Have we learnt nothing from Star Wars? You can't, for example, compare me to my brother. He's a lunatic. Do you know what my brother's ambition is? All he wants to do is appear on Take Me Out. That's all he wants to do. Just so he can come down the love lift, look at the girls and go, nah. He's a proper lad. He's one of the... You know when you see blokes that like girls, but they don't tell each other? It's one of... My brother and his mates are like that. It's like, the girls, she talks to them, talk to each other about them, yeah. Tell you what, smash your back door in. Got a brick from her greenhouse, lads. I'll burn her shed. There's always one bloke who can't do it. Fucking climb her, gutter in and remove the leaves. Well, lads, relaminate her tiles as you're confused about the layout of her kitchen and she comes down in the morning, spoons are in the wrong drawer. The other day, my brother said something whilst we were out. It was fucking baffling. This girl glided past us. This girl was amazing. Her eyes were as blue as the Aegean Sea. Her hair billowed. My brother was paralysed by this poetry-made flesh. And this is what tumbled out of his face. Fucking hell! And then he said out loud, I'm not proud of this, but I'm not ashamed, I'm just reporting it. Ross, I'd shag the granny out of that. I didn't even know that was an option. All these years I've been trying to make ladies come. It turns out my brother can wriggle out bitties. Surely that would be awkward. How was that for you?
Hello. Congratulations. You shoved it. Oh, I fucked it. I fucked it for the DVD. Put me back up. Okay, right, here's my moment. Do it. Come on, Maureen, it's your one bit. I'm sorry I fucked it up. What's my line? There
you go. How awkward would that be?
That's it. Okay, right. Go again. Become the role, Maureen. Become the role. It's in Casualty last year. Right, here we go. Third lady hit by a truck. Oh, do you remember? I was cut, but you know, I was there. So. What is it? Is it Casualty again? A TVT? Yo, I like him, yeah, what am I doing? Am I? You know me, Lawrence, I'll be there. Of course I don't need the script, I'll improvise, you know me. I'm like Richard Pryor in the granny world.
Son, I've genuinely forgotten where the fuck I am now. Do you know what the weirdest thing is? This is my job. Concentrate, you have to pretend you're an old lady inside a vagina. Stop mucking around, people are paying money.
Line.
It's like, surely that would be awkward, Daniel. Did you enjoy that?
Oh yeah! Hello! You've shagged the granny out of there! You go again. I'm gonna do some knitting in the corner.
Shag the granny out of it. Imagine that on embarrassing bodies. Just two little legs hanging out.
Help! He fell asleep halfway through! Fucking hell, thanks, Dr. Christian! Fuck me, you're a weird-looking bastard!
Shag the granny out of her. It's always been weird, my brother. This is honestly true. My little brother, genuinely, he was one of those kids that used to get so excited about life that his only way of showing he was happy up until the age of about 7 was to scream and get his willy out. I loved it. I wish he still did it. It used to drive my mum insane because he would do it over the tiniest things. Mum would be like, do you want some toast? Do you want to go swimming?
Mum was like that, just nod. Fucking hell, we've been through this so many times. You don't have to get your Percy out every time you're in a good mood.
Why did I love it? Because I was the one that taught him to do it. If you are an older brother, you will abuse your powers.
It doesn't matter how many times Mum says it's wrong, you have to get your Percy out. Thanks, older brother. Why would you lie? What do you have to gain? Exactly, my friend. Do you know we makes you live forever? Let's go show Grandad how much you love him. Wake up, Grandad! You're gonna live! You're gonna live! See you later, Grandad.
I was an evil older brother. I once convinced my brother that you had to act crazy when you played crazy golf. What a fucking day that was. We got a code red here. There's a kid doing a shit in a clown's mouth. He once got naked at Tesco, my little brother. I don't know if I've ever been happier. Just 6 years old running around. My dad tried to chase him. Oh my God, it was unbelievable. Do you know why? Because to quote my dad, it is physically impossible for a grown man to chase a naked child without looking unbelievably dodgy. Particularly when the only words you have to calm strangers down are, "He's mine." Sounds less parental, more grabby. Get your own! Get your own! Get your fucking own! I miss being a kid. I miss it. Do you know what I miss most about it? The fact that as adults, we have to plan fun. When you're a kid, it just arrived. I don't know if I've ever felt as dangerous as I felt the time you ate an After Eight mint before 8 o'clock. Do you remember that feeling? What time is it? 4:15. Give a fuck. Everything was entertaining. Slinkies, soda streams, or that lovely moment when you were about 6 and you got glue on the back of your hand for the first time. Do you remember that, peeling it off? Oh, there's some glue on my hand. I'll peel it off. I doubt it'll feel like anything. Oh my God. I don't know why, but the sheer act of peeling glue off my fingers makes me feel fizzy all over. Glue me up, Nathan, glue me up. We think you've had enough for us. Fucking glue me up. Like in the corner with eczema. I don't see what's so special about it. Shut up, flaky Jake. No one asked your opinion. Glue me up. Don't listen to what's it, fingers. Glue me up. Good laugh. Chinese food was the most exciting thing when I was a child. I'm not sure if you were the same. You're about 8, your dad would come home and he'd start talking about dinner and you would know that meant you were going to have a takeaway because he was a moron and he couldn't cook. What should we have for tea? Well, Dad's talking about dinner, so I think we know where we're going. Come on, you legend, say the word. Say it. And Dad would eke it out. What should we have? I don't know. What can we have? I don't know. There's a myriad of options. And I'm not sure what we just fucking say it. Please say the word Chinese. We're so unbelievably excited. My brother's like that. Come on, Dad. Do you ever do that with your dog? That's the most fun. Whoa, I've missed out a vital setup. Right. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Shut up. I've never done... Whoa! Hey! He's got his lipstick out! Why do mums call it a lipstick? It's one of It's one of life's mysteries, isn't it? They can't say dog's willy, they will say lipstick. My mum's...
Hey, everyone, someone's got their lipstick out, look.
Fucking hell, Mum, I'd hate to see you get ready. Jesus.
Bulldog, because you're worth it. Like you just stepped out of an asylum.
You know what I meant? That lovely thing, if you own a dog, where you say, would you like to go for a walk? It doesn't matter how many times you say it. Every time is the first time. The dog could be sat in the corner trying to crack a safe. And all you have to say is, would you like to go for a walk? That is enough to make any dog go,
continue. The money can wait, fool. Shoot.
Would you like to go for a what?
Say it. As an indication as to how much I'm excited, I'll move my head to one side.
Would you like to go for a what?
Again?
Would you like to go for a walk? Yes! If you ever say the word walk to a dog and the dog goes, meh, shoot that dog. That's not a dog, that's a cat dressed as a dog. Dogs will lose their mind. We're going for a walk! You went for one yesterday. Yeah, but today's today! Imagine being that excited. Imagine being that thick. It'd be like being Joey Essex. It'd be a fucking treat. He must be the happiest man in the world, you know? It's weird owning a dog, isn't it? You drift into the oddest situations. I've got a little Jack Russell, right? The other day, I took him for a walk and he shat in the middle of the high street. No word of warning, just
deal with that. I'm going to make this slightly weirder by only barking at black men.
Yeah, that's a new one, isn't it? Racist dog and there's shit everywhere. And how bad's this? I didn't have a poo bag on me. I know, I was like, oh no, come on. So what I did, I took my shoe off, I took my sock off, and I picked it up with a sock. Don't judge me, listen to why. Do you know why I did it? Because I read recently, if toddlers touch dog muck and get in near their eyes, they can go blind. I cannot have that on my conscience. And what do they get when they go blind? A fucking dog! How vicious is the world?
Mother, this is the cruelest of all the jokes.
Anyways, Chinese food, that was what I was talking about. Your dad would offer it to you, and you'd be so excited. Chinese food, yeah. But I'd forgotten. We never called it Chinese food, because I grew up in the 80s. We called it
having a chinky.
The English Defence League would have loved me when I was 8. I've seen home video footage of me, aged 8, demonically chanting, we're gonna eat a chinky, we're gonna eat a chinky. Poor bloke's trying to cook chow mein, I'm pressing my lazy eye against the glass, we're gonna eat a chinky. My brother behind me like that, ooh. But that's my family. You don't realise that your family's mad, do you? Until you see other people's. We all think we've been raised in normality. And then you go around your friend's house when you're about 11 and you're like, fucking hell, what's this? I've been raised by wolves.
What? How was my day? Who is this creepy bloke?
Normally happens at weddings. You know when you go to a wedding and it's really nice and it freaks you out? You know when everyone's like, hello, hello, this is lovely, it's nice and beige, and you're like, oh, I hate it. I like a wild wedding. I like a wedding where there's a Scottish bloke that nobody knows. There's an uncle shouting at a tree. There's a mum pissed in the corner.
I don't see the point of flavoured condoms. It's not like my fanny can taste.
That's a wedding. I love weddings, they're amazing, you know? Everyone lets their hair down, brilliant days, normally sunny and everyone's a little bit drunk, fantastic. The only thing that ruins it are vicars. Fuck. Just, hello, I know we're here for two people we know and love, but I thought I'd spoil that by talking about God. Okay. And we're all sat there going, oh, fucking hell. Because, you know, you can only experience true love through the love of God. And you're like, honestly, mate, the only time they'll mention God in their relationship is if they come or lose their keys. So, just pop the ring in her finger, we'll get pissed in a field. That's the only reason we're here. No, Russell, actually, I thought we'd sing some songs that we thought were beneath us intellectually when we were 7. Looking at each other going, oh, things I I'm not going to act anything. I'm going to move my lips just enough so it looks like I'm joining in. No one sings at weddings anymore. All things bright and beautiful, the man we don't believe it made them. But we go along with it, 'cause it's what we're meant to do. He made mosquitoes to give malaria and cancer that ruins lives. We're meant to think he's lovely, but he fucks some poor bloke's wife when you think about it. He's a bit of an asshole, a landlord that never calls. The Bible claims to speak the truth, but there's no dinosaurs. We'd sing that. I'm guessing the majority of you are atheists. And I bet all of you are dicks. We are. I'm an atheist. I'm a complete prick. We're so proud of our non-beliefs. Yes, you do realise that when we die, there's nothingness. Yes, winner, dead in a ditch. We're so proud. My mum believes in God. She's not full tambourine, but she believes in God, and I bet you've done the same. I'm such a twat. Oh, mother believes in the magic man in the clouds. Yeah. How can you believe in such hocus pocus, you silly little dumpling? And yet, if I see a magpie, I'm like, oh, hello, Mr. Magpie, how's your family? What a dick! I don't believe in God, but I do believe that a black and white bird brings me bad luck unless I ask him how his day is. I've taken my hands off the wheel at 80 miles an hour and gone, hello, Mr. Magpie, how's your family? Turned to my friend and gone, that was lucky, wasn't it? And do you know why they're bad luck? The official reason given, the reason magpies are bad luck, apparently they were thrown off the ark by Noah for being too noisy. What, was there a quiet carriage? Were the other animals complaining? Just some lion. Noah, I am so tired. I booked 2 tickets for the quiet carriage and the magpie will not shut the fuck up. That's nice to see you back again. Nice to see you, man. Whereabouts are you from? Your accent seems to be going all over the shop. Oh, you know, man. Fucking, I'm a citizen of the world. I know. I learned the word wibbly wobbly earlier. There's a jellyfish below deck. Although I don't know why he's on the boat, because surely he would be in the water. But that's a new joke, isn't it, for tonight? Yeah, I just thought of that. I was quite proud of you. Any other jokes? No, I'm fine. Actually, no, I do have one. Do you know how fucking difficult it is for me, a lion, to be below deck with all the other animals and not fucking eat them? That's the big flaw in your bullshit story. Surely when the big boat arrives on dry land, you should open up the doors, just dead animals everywhere and a big fat lion going, hello. I'd love to have seen the moment Noah tried to tell off a magpie. Christ. I want you to fuck off my boat. Oh, I've not. Don't you fucking want me. Been up there. Me and Mrs. Noah have been listening to you two fucking rabbiting on. Sorry. Well, I've not done anything. We need to speak about the elephant in the room. Hey. Why am I getting badgered?
Oh, this is getting ridiculous, this is.
I want you to fuck off my ark. Do I look like I'm joking? Do I look like I am joking? Get the fuck off my ark. There's a flood out there. Good luck surviving. Yeah, how will we do it? Touch wood, that's another one, isn't it? We all do that. It's meant to be good luck, innit? Oh, I hope it's fun in Bristol. Touch wood. It's meant to be good luck. Jesus was a carpenter. It didn't exactly help him, did it? I've never been sat in church going, who's the lucky fucker in his pants? Hey, too soon. Hey, I understand. It's fair enough if you are religious, makes sense, you know? You don't need some lazy-eyed prick like me telling you what to think. You know your own mind. The one thing I would say, spiritualists and clairvoyants, they've got to go. They've got to go. Not the people that believe in it, that makes sense. It's the fuckers that charge. You've seen them normally in a white suit.
I'm getting a voice. I'm getting a voice.
It's always a lonely lady at the back going,
Is it Dave? It's Dave. Look at that. He says he loves you. He says you were the apple of his eye, the sunshine to his moon. Oh, Dave. Thank you very much indeed. I'm so lonely without you. No problem, love. Make sure you pay at the end.
it's disgusting. It's profiteering off vulnerability and it's got to go. And it's bullshit every time.
He's watching over you. He says to live your life. He's watching over you.
Not once have I heard,
I'm getting a voice. It's an Alan. Is there a Barry here? He says, burn the hard drive. Collapse the full dungeon, Barry. They know everything.
But I understand why the concept of your loved ones looking down on you is comforting. Of course I do. I'm not a fool. All I'm saying is, I don't want that. When my mum dies, the last thing I want is her watching me. Because I will never be able to have sex again. She'll be sat on a cloud next to Mother Teresa just going, look at his ass go, Therese. I love it, it's fucking hilarious. Go on, babe, smash it! Look at his cum face, he looks like a baffled pug. She will, she doesn't give a shit. This is a woman who was pissed last year on a plane, walking down the middle going, Russ, look, look! I'm walking in the air. I guarantee some of you will do that the next time you're on a plane. That's an old Howard joke. I thought of that when I was 8. I was like, Dad, I'm walking in the air. What do you think? Do you love it? I bet you love it. Do you love it? I'll never forget his response. He looked me deep in the eyes and went, sit the fuck down. Where's your brother?
He's in the cockpit.
I don't want her looking down on me. I went on holiday with my mum, that was enough. Just me and her to Dubai. I don't recommend it. We got there, they're like, oh, Mr. and Mrs. Howard, we've prepared your room. Whoa. They thought we were a couple. My mum played up to it for the entire week. I was waiting for her at breakfast, just sat there, a bit nervous. People are looking at me, they've recognised me. My mum walks in, I swear to God. Oh my God, what a night! Woo! Ice, Alfonso, ice! I've never had sex like it! Morning, husband! Shut the fuck up! She told one of the waiters I was a male prostitute that she got cheap because my eyes were lazy. That is why I don't want her looking down on me. But I will happily spend time with her on this earth. She's got a delicious, silly mind. We went to an art gallery recently, and there was a statue of a woman having a poo. And nobody was laughing. Me and my mum were asked to leave this gallery. Because I took a photo of my mum underneath the statue with a coffee cup like this. She's got a brilliant brain, always inventing her own phrases. One from just last week. Trouble me, I'm too clever for my own socks. She's always getting words confused. She did a belter the other day. My dad didn't leave a tip at a restaurant, and my mum accused my dad quite loudly of being mingy. You're such a minge! People are looking at me going, I can't believe that woman is eating with such a tight minge. And if that happens, it is your legal right to go, Merk. We all do that. Do you play that game? It's the most fun, isn't it? You know the game? If your dad says something suggestive, like Dad might go, Christ, that back door's a bit stiff. Who wants one of these juicy sausages? We've been playing that game for 20 years. Does my mum understand the rules? No. Does it stop her from joining in? Absolutely not. I said to her the other day, I was like, hey Mum, do you want a cup of tea? And she honestly looked at me and went, Got you! You didn't get me, did you? Let's go through this one more time. It has to sound rude, but not be rude. How can a cup of tea possibly be rude? And she looked me in the eyes and went, I don't know, Russ, you could pour it up your ass. And if you're lucky enough to be raised by a woman that funny, it's a treat to take her places. I took her to a premiere this year. It's probably the wankiest thing I've ever done, but the word wanky is interesting, isn't it? Because young people know what I mean. Like, wanky means pretentious. And you're like, how? I put many faces whilst masturbating. I've never looked pretentious. I don't know how ladies do it. You might run yourself a bath, touch yourself amongst the suds, and arrive on the sultry sands of sexual ecstasy. If a man has a wank in a bath, it looks like he's been poaching an egg. If you don't believe me, the next time your fella's been in the tub, just give it the once over. It's like a fucking Eggs Benedict in here, you dirty bastard. Sorry about that. There's people going, oh, fucking hell. That makes sense now. Oil of you lay my ass. I took her to a premiere. The reason I went is because my sister was in a film. It's really cool, right? So we went to show support, right? And Mum wanted a new outfit, and she lost her mind.
I need new clothes! And you've got to pay for it.
Why have I got to pay for it?
Because you're on telly and I squeezed you out.
We bought her a handbag. Oh my God. I was so tired. In the end, I was like, right, Mum, I've had enough. Here's my cash card. Here is my PIN number. You buy it. I'm tired.
All right. Well, how much am I allowed to spend?
I don't know. How much is a handbag worth?
Well, how much do you think it's worth?
I don't know. Should we say 500 quid? Yes, we shall. Do you know what she did? She bought a handbag for 200 quid, went to the cash point and took out the other 300. She got a photo taken. So funny. Normally at these sort of events, the paparazzi are there, and the lady celebs, they walk up to the paparazzi and they go twisty, big lips, and then they walk off, all sexy, slinky. Mum didn't do that. Nobody wanted her photo taken, but she was having it done. She ran at them like this. It's like watching a Yorkshire pudding move carrots out of the way. It was an amazing moment. Seeing my little sister in a film, it's really cool actually. It was a film called I Give It a Year, and we were really excited. What was really cool, me and Mum were sat down, and Kerry was on the silver screen.